From bribing his own kids to completely losing it over a race-walking scandal, these are Hal's funniest moments in Malcolm in the Middle, starting with him forgetting how to be a responsible parent.
Run. No kidding. Run.
Hal might not always be the most responsible parent, but when it matters, he tries to be. After the boys cause serious damage and everything starts catching up to them, Hal steps in to handle the situation. At first, it seems like he's going to do the responsible thing. Talk to the authorities, fix the problem, be the adult in the room. And then he pivots. Instead of solving anything, Hal immediately starts looking for a way out. He even offers money to get someone else to take the blame.
That's not fair. And I fully intend to pay for... Hi, Kevin!
Treating the whole situation like it's just another problem he can creatively dodge. What makes this moment so funny is how fast he switches from responsible parent to full panic mode. You can see the exact second he decides, yeah, we're not handling this properly. It's classic Hal logic. And if you thought that was chaotic, the next moment proves Hal can spiral even faster when emotions are involved. Number 9, Hal's Valentine's Day meltdown. Hal wants to be a good husband, he really does. But the problem is, he always takes things way too far. When he realizes he forgot to get Lois a proper Valentine's gift, he panics. Not a little panic. Full-on Hal panic. He ends up chasing down a stranger who bought the last foot spa he wanted, trying everything to convince him to sell it. First he's polite, then desperate, then completely unhinged. He starts offering more money, pushing harder, and just refusing to let it go.
I'll give you double what you paid for it. No, I'll give you triple.
Look, I'm sorry, but no. This is mine. I bought it.
And when that doesn't work, he escalates even further. What makes this moment so funny is how quickly Hal turns a simple mistake into a massive situation. To him, this isn't just a gift. It's everything. Bryan Cranston plays the desperation perfectly, and if you thought Hal losing control in public was bad, the next moment proves things get even stranger when he decides to take matters into his own hands. Number 8, Hal's neighborhood stakeout obsession. Hal has a habit of turning small concerns into full-time missions, and this might be one of the best examples. When he becomes convinced that cars are speeding through their neighborhood, he decides it's his responsibility to fix it. Not by calling someone, not by reporting it, by staking it out himself. Night after night, Hal sits in a van, watching the street like he's part of some undercover operation. He's exhausted, completely committed, and treating the whole thing like it's a matter of principle. What makes this moment so funny is how seriously he takes it. To everyone else, it's a minor issue. To Hal, it's a personal war. And of course, the longer it goes on, the more ridiculous it becomes. It's one of those classic Hal spirals where he starts with a good intention and ends up completely losing perspective. And if that obsession felt intense, the next moment proves Hal doesn't even need a reason to become completely unhinged. Number 7, Hal's awkward apology breakdown. Hal is the kind of person who wants to fix things, but has absolutely no idea how to do it normally. After realizing he's made a mistake, he tries to apologize. And at first, it actually seems sincere. He's calm, he's reflective, and he's clearly trying to say the right thing. But then he keeps talking, and talking, and talking.
Pull over.
No, you're right. I'm sorry, that was uncalled for.
Pull over.
Craig, I am not pulling over.
What starts as a simple apology turns into an overly detailed, rambling explanation that somehow makes everything worse. He overanalyzes the situation, adds unnecessary details, and ends up spiraling into a full-on, awkward meltdown. What makes this moment so funny is how relatable it is. Everyone has tried to fix a situation and accidentally made it worse, but Hal takes it to another level. It's uncomfortable, chaotic, and impossible to look away from. And if that breakdown felt awkward, the next moment proves Hal doesn't even need a situation to lose control. Sometimes he just does it on his own. Number 6, Hal's random musical breakdown. Out of nowhere, with zero warning, Hal just starts performing. There's no setup, no reason. One second everything is normal, and the next he's fully committed to a bizarre, over-the-top musical moment about being full of bacon and his body being meant for shaking.
I'm so full of bacon, my body's meant for shaking.
And the worst part? He's completely serious about it. Hal throws himself into the performance like he's on stage in front of thousands. The dancing, the lyrics, the confidence. It's all dialed up to a level that makes everyone around him deeply uncomfortable. Especially Lois. What makes this moment so unforgettable is how sudden it is. There's no build-up, it just hits you, and you're left wondering how things escalated this fast. It's pure chaos, driven entirely by Hal's unpredictable personality. And just when you think Hal has reached peak weirdness, the next moment shows he can also turn into something far more dangerous and way more competitive. Number 5, Hal's race-walking meltdown. Leave it to Hal to turn something as harmless as race-walking into a full-blown psychological war. What starts as a simple hobby quickly becomes an obsession.
On your left.
On your left! On your right!
Hal doesn't just want to participate, he wants to win. And not in a casual way, in a way that completely consumes him. When he suspects another racer might be cheating, Hal snaps. Suddenly, he's analyzing every step, every movement, every tiny detail like he's uncovering a massive conspiracy. The accusations start flying, the intensity skyrockets, and before you know it, Hal is treating race walking like it's the Olympics mixed with a courtroom drama.
Oh, please.
What makes this moment hilarious is the contrast. Race walking is supposed to be calm, controlled, almost boring. But Hal injects it with so much passion and aggression that it becomes one of the most intense scenes in the entire show.
1, 2, 3, there! 3, there! 1, 2, 3, there!
It's classic Hal, taking something small and blowing it completely out of proportion. And if you thought Hal was intense when competing, the next moment shows what happens when he tries to bend the rules entirely. Number 4, Hal tries to bribe his own kids. Hal is not built for pressure. The second things go wrong, his brain skips logic entirely and jumps straight to panic mode. And in this moment, that panic leads him to one of the worst parenting decisions imaginable. Trying to bribe his own kids to take the fall for him.
Who wants to make $5?
How?
I need someone to take the fall.
What did you do?
I can't tell you. Yes or no, no questions asked.
Out of nowhere, Hal casually throws out, "Who wants to make $5?" like he's offering an allowance bonus. Then within seconds, he ups it to 10. No explanation, no context, just pure desperation. What makes this scene so funny is how quickly he commits to the idea. There's no hesitation, no internal debate. He immediately decides this is the solution and runs with it like it's completely reasonable. And somehow, it almost works. It's one of those moments where Hal's childlike logic takes over, and you realize he's not that different from the kids he's trying to manage. But if bribery wasn't chaotic enough, the next moment shows Hal stepping into an even stranger role, one that turns him into something completely unexpected. Number 3, Hal becomes a security freak. All it takes is one small scare, and suddenly, Hal turns into a full-blown home security expert. After thinking someone might have broken into the house, Hal completely loses it. He goes from slightly concerned to full panic mode in seconds, arming himself with whatever he can find and charging through the house like he's in an action movie.
Got him!
Every noise becomes a threat, every shadow looks suspicious, and instead of calming down, he escalates. He starts yelling, overreacting, and creating way more chaos than the situation ever justified. At one point, it feels like Hal himself is the most dangerous thing in the house. What makes this moment so funny is how quickly he convinces himself that everything is serious. There's no middle ground with Hal. It's either nothing, or it's a full-blown crisis. And of course, by the end, the entire situation turns out to be far less dramatic than he imagined. But if that moment showed Hal at his most paranoid, the next one flips things completely, revealing a side of him that's surprisingly heartfelt. Number 2, Hal's emotional speech to his kids. Underneath all the chaos, the panic, and the ridiculous decisions, Hal is actually a really good dad. And every once in a while, the show reminds you of that. In this moment, Hal gathers the kids and delivers a surprisingly emotional speech about how much they mean to him.
Make every moment the best you possibly can. God, I am am so proud of all of you.
He talks about how proud he is, how important they are in his life, and how they should never take that for granted. For a second, everything slows down. The jokes fade, the madness pauses, and you get this rare glimpse of sincerity that feels completely genuine. What makes it even more powerful is the contrast. This is the same guy who bribes his kids, panics over nothing, and turns everything into chaos. Yet here he is, showing real depth and love. It's one of the few moments where Hal isn't the punchline. He's the heart of the family. And somehow, the number one moment manages to combine both sides of Hal perfectly. The chaos and the comedy, all in one unforgettable scene. Number 1, Hal's absolute Valentine's Day meltdown. If there's one moment that perfectly captures Hal in his purest form, it's this. What starts as a simple Valentine's Day situation spirals into one of the most chaotic, unhinged breakdowns in the entire series. Hal just wants to do something nice for Lois. That's it. But when things don't go his way, instead of adjusting like a normal person, he completely unravels. He panics, overreacts, and starts making increasingly irrational decisions, all while trying to fix the situation.
Since you already have two, if you wouldn't mind selling me that one.
And every step only makes it worse. What makes this moment legendary is how fast it escalates. Within minutes, Hal goes from loving husband to absolute disaster, caught in a whirlwind of stress, guilt, and pure emotional overload. It's uncomfortable, it's chaotic, and it's unbelievably funny, because at the core of it all, Hal's intentions are actually good. He just has absolutely no idea how to handle anything when things go wrong.
I was so upset and irrational, but the bottom line is that I made a mistake and grabbed the wrong bag.
And that's why this moment sits at number 1. It's everything that makes Hal unforgettable. Turned all the way up, and those were Hal's funniest moments in Malcolm in the Middle. From random musical breakdowns to full-blown meltdowns, Hal proved that no situation is too small to completely lose control over. Which moment had you laughing the hardest? Drop it in the comments. And if you grew up watching Malcolm, hit subscribe for more chaotic sitcom moments just like this. And if you think these were funny, find out about the top 10 funniest moments in the show's history by clicking the video on screen now.